Next up, I'll show you how to do a McDonald's Happy Meal with chicken nuggets. Well, this one's the chicken nuggets, so we'll go from there. You take some translucent clay. Doesn't have to be translucent. It could be like flesh tone. Anyway, you take your little ball of clay and you warm it up, get it all conditioned. Take your little spot, make it a little bit longer than it is wide, and don't flatten it with your finger. Actually, use a teeny tiny ball of tin foil or a toothbrush or what was the other thing? Oh, a peppercorn for texture, and it works great. Anyway, this is my ball of tin foil, and you roll it around on there to get the texture, or you just smack it around, whatever works for you. You don't have to do the bottom so much, but don't flatten it either. You gotta be careful. Then you're going to use chalk pastels, and you're going to use not yellow but ecru, and you're going to gently just really load that brush up, so that way you don't, and always start on the edges so you don't get it too much. Oh, here, you guys might want to see that while I'm doing this. See? Apples, fries, nuggets, ketchup. Okay, well, anyway, so there's a nugget, which is really tiny, difficult to move around. And there you go. And that's all there is to, oh, these are not cooked yet. Oh, and then you bake it, of course, but that's all there is to a nugget. Now I'm going to show you how to do the two-tone apples. I have Granny Smith apples. Let's see. Start off with translucent clay and make it into a little round ball. Then you have your apple green clay and spread it out like that. Wrap it up.
I imported them already. Where are they?
And be sure to ignore your spouse.
How do you use this stupid Rhapsody software?
Husbands. Once you wrap your apple in the green and you turn it into a ball again, and then
I want to make a little desk.
You take a razor blade, Mommy, or I have my clay slicer.
I want to make a little desk.
From the top down.
Mommy.
Whaty?
I want to make a little desk.
And don't squish your apple. You need to roll it while you cut it. Okay, and then you have your apple. Like that. Try and get it a little more centered than I did. I was in a hurry. You could do the same thing with deviled eggs with different colors. Now, take it and put it, the white part down, and then cut downward. I cut in half, and then I cut in fourths, like that. So you end up with 8 pieces for the entire apple. Anyway, and there are your apple pieces. Get those on the plate, and there's apples. No big deal. The last part of this, okay, hold on. The next part is for the French fries, and I'm going to use translucent clay, and I've rolled it out on a number 1, so it's pretty thick. And actually, yeah, that'll work. One's okay. Just you're gonna cut a little piece off, very tiny, 2 of them, like that, very close together. You can't even see it right now. Then you're gonna take your chalks, what do you call them? Chalk pastels. You're gonna use ecru, not the yellow, but the one beside the yellow. load up your paintbrush and brush your color on. It's the same color you used for the chicken nuggets. And the bottom side's still going to be white, so after you do that, try and flip it around. Remember, this is fried, so it has that golden color. There's another side. Anyway, you're going to take your two pieces. In a minute, I will let you do a video. And you try and make sure all your sides are brushed. Yeah, that one didn't get it. Then you're going to take your razor blade or your cutter, whatever you have, and you don't need to line them up exactly, but cut at an angle. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And these kind of look a little thick, so if you wanted them to even be more realistic, you'd go ahead and cut them yet again. See how tiny those got? Now those are good French fries. These are a little thick. And anyway, there's your French fries. And load them up all over the place. Stack them all crazy like. The last part of the Happy Meal is the sauce. And for ketchup, I just use foam paint. And I just take it, squirt it on there, and that's your ketchup. It's very easy. If you're trying to make the apple dipper sauce, then just use just use TLS, translucent liquid Sculpey, or liquid Fimo. It's just liquid clay, so you'll bake it, and it won't get all hard until you bake it. And you will shake, shake, shake it down to the other side of the bottle. I'll demonstrate just a little bit. I have a glass tabletop, by the way. I'm going to put some on there. Then I'm going to get my chalk pastels, and I'm going to go with, what am I making? Oh, the caramel sauce. So I'm going to take my brown chalk, scrape some off on top. And I know this is going to require a little bit of yellow in with it. So take a little yellow while you're at it.
What are you doing?
I'm making caramel sauce for apple dippers. And I used too much brown. That one's too dark. But it'll work because I said so. So take your sauce and you can put it right there on the plate. Yeah, that's way too brown, but it'll work. There's the apples. There's your apple dipper sauce. Maybe it's barbecue sauce. You know, you can make it different shades for your different sauces. And that's all there is to the sauce. Oh, of course you would bake all that then. Oh, you would, if you're going to use the paint, don't bake the paint. Bake everything else and then add your ketchup. But then you can't put your French fries in it, so TLS actually works the best.